The law for the protection of German blood and German honor forbids marriage between Jews and non-Jews. Following this new measure, racial hygienists devised complex formulae for calculating the proportions of Jewish blood which each partner can possess if marriage is to be allowed. The massive task of racially investigating all those wishing to marry is entrusted to the SS Race and Resettlement Bureau. Heinrich Himmler's vision of the SS has from the beginning extended far beyond his eugenic project to breed a race of pure-blooded Aryans. His intention was to create a military religious order, an order steeped in Aryan mysticism. Himmler has pronounced, "We assemble and march according to unalterable laws, as a national socialist order of Nordic men, and as a sworn community on our way to a far future." In devising rituals and practices for his Nordic order, Himmler has looked for inspiration to the Teutonic tribes of Germany's distant past. On Himmler's instructions, SS archaeologists from the Race and Resettlement Bureau are intensely researching the history of races they believe to be of Aryan descent. To advise him in his search for the religion of the ancient Teutonic tribes, Himmler has recruited into the SS a renowned Germanic occultist, a man whose claim is to be the last in a long line of Aryan priest kings. Karl Maria Willigott was born in Vienna in 1866. During the Great War, he'd risen to the rank of colonel in the Austrian army. Willigott claims to possess ancestral clairvoyant memory, the power to recall the history and experiences of the Germans over thousands of years. He believes that in himself is an unusually pure strain of the normally latent psychic powers of the Aryans. Willigott's clairvoyant visions have told him that German blood, culture, and history are far more ancient than historians and scientists can know. According to Willigott, the history of the Aryans had begun in 228,000 BC, an era in which there were 3 suns in the sky, and the world was populated by giants and other fantastic creatures. Willigott's own royal line, he claims to have originated in the union between the gods of air and water in the very earliest days of the earth. Willigott claims that amongst his ancestors are many of the greatest of Germanic heroes. All of Willigott's line through the ages has remained faithful to the occult traditions of the Aryan Germans. Impressed by Willigott's clairvoyant powers, Himmler accepts Willigott into his SS and appoints him head of the Race and Resettlement Bureau's Department of Prehistory. In a remarkably short time, Willigott will rise to the rank of SS Brigadier on Himmler's personal staff. By 1934, Himmler's SS is becoming one of the most powerful organizations in the Reich. Germany's state police forces are, one by one, falling under Himmler's control. The SS is responsible for all intelligence and security duties in the Nazi Party. The SS Race and Resettlement Bureau is dramatically expanding as it polices the National Eugenics Program. The SS is rapidly becoming a state within the Nazi state. Now, Heinrich Himmler, with the help of Karl Willigott, plans the strangest of all his creations. An SS spiritual center, an order castle for his Germanic brotherhood. castle of Wewelsburg had been built in the early 1600s on the site of a 10th century Saxon fort. Set in the romantic surroundings of Paderborn in Westphalia, Wewelsburg had made a deep impression on Heinrich Himmler. "We have been looking for a castle for our SS for a long time," Himmler confides. "I have found a suitable ruined castle dating back to Germanic prehistory." In late 1934, the SS purchases the sacred site and begins the massive task of reconstruction. Karl Willigert had accompanied Himmler on his earliest visits to the castle. His researches had revealed an ancient prophecy. "Here in writing," reports Willigert, "is the prophecy concerning the great determining battle of which we spoke." Willigert has unearthed a Westphalian legend in which Wewelsburg is destined to become a magical German stronghold in a future conflict between Europe and Asia. The prophecy coincides exactly with Himmler's belief that the SS is to be the bastion of Europe against a massive onslaught from Asia. Already, Himmler's order is preparing for the millennial conflict to come. The SS is to become the most formidable military force in Europe. On December the 14th, 1934, Himmler orders the formation of an SS military detachment, the SSVT. Almost from the outset, the military training of the SSVT is revolutionary. The emphasis is less on the barrack square drill favored by the regular army than on the creation of a new breed of military athlete. In the words of an SSVT commander, training is designed to produce a supple and adaptable type of soldier, athletic in bearing, capable of more than ordinary endurance. Unlike the regular army, the SSVT is organized into highly mobile battle groups. It is also the first German military formation to adopt camouflage uniform, and to the astonishment of army commanders, to maneuver with live ammunition. To the SS, casualties in training are simply to be expected. While the SSVT is to become an elite force in the service of the Führer and the Aryan mission, another arm of the SS is already at war. Is commanded by Theodor Eicher. It accepts without question the Nazi slogan, "National Socialism, the expression of our biological knowledge." The task of the Death's Head is to isolate and, if necessary, destroy those it believes infectious germs in the body of the German people. Jews, homosexuals, political dissidents, and social misfits. The means of quarantine is the concentration camp. As the SS empire spreads its roots deep into the fabric of the Nazi state, Heinrich Himmler, advised by Karl Willigert, continues to develop and refine the rituals of his order. The officer class, envisaged by Himmler as the priests and high priests of the SS, are to be distinguished by the award of special symbols of their place in the hierarchy. At Himmler's personal discretion, members of the SS Corps of Leaders can be awarded the SS Dagger. The dagger is the visible sign of SS nobility and of the favor of the all-powerful Himmler. Irrespective of rank, proven SS men are presented with